Pocket Motivation 101, just released it. Today he's going to be talking to us about some concept from his book to motivate us, inspire us to be better, to be greater. So please give a hand for White Nelson Thomas.
Have you ever seen somebody that is uglier than you and dumber than you, but they make more money than you, they got a bigger house than you, they drive a better car, they have an overall better life than you? You ever seen people like that? Well, to you, ladies and gentlemen, any distinguished members that we have here in the audience today, my name is White Nelson Thomas, but for you, my friends, you can just call me Nelson. And I'm here to share with you how you dominate, how you navigate by learning to steer clear on your path to greatness. Over the course of my years working in corporate America, also in personal development, I have noticed that people are limited more by their own negative thinking than by opportunity itself. This is especially true when faced with situations that may appear to be a little bit more stressful than others. As a result of that, I was led to create a concept known as steer clear. Steer clear is a cognitive reconstruction process along with a guided meditative practice used to help us better process some of these thoughts that we deal with on a daily basis. So the acronym, we start out with the word steer. S-T-E-E-R. And this is how it goes. The first thing that happens is you have what we call your S, your situation. Everybody has a situation. Today, my personal situation was traffic. Doing my best to get here because how I hate to be late. So my goal was to get here on time. I allotted myself a good hour and 15 minutes. Said it would only take me 46 minutes to get here. And what did I run into as soon as I got on the highway? A parking lot. So now, my situation is the traffic. The very next thing that happens after you have a situation is it's followed by our T, which is the thought. So my situation is the traffic. Immediately followed by a thought, oh my God, I am going to be late. Following that thought, it goes into our first E, which is the emotion. So I have my situation, the traffic. My thought was, oh my God, I'm gonna be late. My emotion was frustration because I'm sitting in a parking lot. I need to move. I have a destination. I need to be where I need to be, and I need to move now. The very next thing that happens after you have an emotional burst, so to speak, is you're gonna go into execution. So now I'm getting frustrated. I'm sitting in traffic, my emotions are frustrated, and my goal now is to figure out, oh my gosh, how can I get there? So my first thought was, you know what, I'm gonna bob and weave in and out of traffic until I can get there, because if I have to ride on the medium, whatever I have to do to get there on time, I will get there on time. So now my execution as a result of my emotion is I am frantic. I am frantically trying to execute myself to get here as fast as possible because I hate being late. The next thing that follows, your execution, is a result. Now, if I'm driving, swerving in and out of the traffic, I made an observation. It was a white car with a little flashing light on the top. It wasn't coming at me, but what I realized, based upon how I was executing, I was probably not gonna yield a very favorable result. And the truth of the matter is, in the steer process, when you have a situation, you have a thought, you have an emotion, you have execution, you have a result, whatever your result is, it always goes back to your original thought. So what do? When you're faced with one of those situations that lead to a thought that impacts your execution, influences your emotion, and gives a negative result, what do? We go into what I call the clear method. C-L-E-A-R. We first start with the C. The first thing you want to do is you want to center yourself. Are you guys familiar with centering yourself and what that means? It When you're centering yourself, what you want to do is you want to first just relax. You want to sit up with good posture so that your body is aligned perfectly here, and you can breathe, calm yourself down. One very important tip when it comes to centering yourself is you want to sit in good posture. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth, and you want to slightly tilt your head up. Why? Why would you want to tilt your head up? Well, because if I was to walk in the room and my head is here, what do you think? I'm depressed, something is wrong, something is not right. This happens naturally, without you even thinking about it. You don't even have to cognitively process dropping your head low. If this is where your thoughts and your emotions are, naturally your head is going to swoop to the bottom. It's amazing how this happens. Now, if I walked in the room and I was here, you probably see a man that's focused. But now when I'm feeling proud, and I'm feeling inspired, and I'm feeling happy, and I'm feeling glorious, and I'm feeling magnificently sensational, you'll notice that the natural positioning of my head goes here. It goes up. You ever had one of those proud moments where you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, man, I lost 6 ounces today. Your head naturally goes up. So what we want to do is, we want to influence our brains consciously by positioning our heads to that inspired position. Not here, but just a comfortable here. All right, so now that we have our head position, our body is aligned, and this is important too. Make sure you have good posture. The reason why, if you notice, most corporate American people, we work inside of a desk in a cube, slumped over in our seat. And what happens is, we're only receiving about 10% lung capacity. So our lungs are going this like that. All day long. Very close to collapsing over. So when we sit up straight, what we're doing is we are allowing our body to be positioned, allowing us to be able to breathe in your nose, out your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. And what will happen is you will start to do what we call induce yourself into an alpha wave level of consciousness. And if we have time, we'll get into that a little deeper. So now you're here, in your nose, out your mouth. And as you're breathing, we want to go into the L. The L stands for listen. Listen to yourself breathe. In your nose, out your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. Listening to yourself breathe. The reason you want to listen to yourself breathe is because, truthfully, the human brain can only hold one thought at a time. And if you are listening to yourself breathe in your nose, out your mouth, then that means you cannot think about that situation that has you stressed out. So now you are breathing in your nose, out your mouth, and you are listening to each breath. After you maintain your breaths, 45 seconds is ideal. After 45 seconds, you usually can shift yourself from what we call a beta mindset, where your brain is racing here, down to an alpha wave level of consciousness, where you're a little bit more focused, a little bit more calm, a little bit more peaceful. After you reach that point, we want to go into our E, which is envision. At this point, what you want to do is, you want to see beauty. You want to see success. You want to see happiness. You want to hold that image in your mind, whether it be signing for that new home, whether it be purchasing that new car, whether it be taking that dream vacation. I'm already here now. Envision it, see it, feel it. After you envision whatever it is that makes you feel sensationally wonderful, the next thing that we want to do is you want to go to our A, which is affirm. And you want to state your affirmations. You want to state whatever positive words you can think of that make you feel beautiful, that make you feel love, that make you feel peace, that make you feel joy, that make you feel accomplished. You can repeat something like, I am beautiful. Today, will be a great day. Any challenge that comes my way, I am prepared for it. I will not settle for mediocre. I will shoot and strive for greatness. Tell yourself whatever it is that you need to tell yourself, so that way you can get the feeling that it takes for you to achieve a higher level of awareness, consciousness, and just an overall great feeling from the inside out. After you're affirmed, the next thing that we want to do is you want to release. Anything that does not serve you, anything that does not help you take yourself to the next level, we want to release it, which is our R. Release it. And you can state whatever it is, because a lot of times we have all these negative thoughts in our brain and we try to suppress them. The best way to suppress them is really just to let them go and release it. I release stress, I release the traffic, I release the pressures of the world, I release anything that does not serve me to the highest degree. As soon as I release that, I do not want to end on anything negative that I've just let go. So I'm going to come back to the R again, and now I'm going to receive. I receive peace, I receive love, I receive joy, I receive happiness. All this while you were still breathing, peaceful. Now at this point, what you've done is you calmed yourself down. You've taken all those crazy negative thoughts that were polluting your brain and you've moved those to the side. Now it is time to go back to the situation again. We're coming back to the situation. Now, remember, a situation is a neutral event that is not good, is not bad, is not indifferent. It is what it is. In most cases, we can't change our situation. But what we can do is we can use another acronym that I developed. It's called I can't. I can't stands for instantly create a new thought. Situation is the same before you allow the thought that you had previously to go into an emotion, to go into an execution, to yield a result. You want to use the I can't method and instantly create a new thought. Going back to traffic. I remember one morning I was going to work and I really just love traffic cones so much. It's just so beautiful sitting in the parking lot every morning. Sitting in traffic, I got so frustrated. I thought, oh my God, I hate this traffic. My immediate thought was, you know what? I can't do this. My emotion became frustrated. By the time I got to work, my emotional energy was so low that my execution was poor and I started to yield low results. One day I was driving to work and I decided to use the I can't and instantly create a new thought around this situation of traffic. My thought was, hold up, when I'm at home, I have a spouse, I have 2 kids, I have a cat, and I have a dog. I'm never alone at home. When I go to work, I'm surrounded by thousands of people. I can't even use the restroom alone. It's always somebody around. And it dawned on me, oh my gosh. In my car is the only time throughout the course of the day that I can be alone with myself. I don't have to answer to anybody. I can listen to the music I want. I can call who I want. I don't have to answer the phone if I don't want to. Wow, this is my time. The next thing that happened was my thought influenced my emotion. I started to feel free. I started to feel liberated. I started to feel empowered. When I walked into work, I walked with a strut. Because I felt that I was free. I was liberated. I didn't bring that frustrated executional energy into my place of employment anymore because I changed my thought, which changed my emotion, which now is impacting my execution. And as a result of the energy that I brought into my workplace, I was able to yield optimal results and return back to being the peak performer that I've known myself to be. The key is to remember, whatever result you get, it always goes back to your original thought. We cannot change our situations. Situation is what it is. That is your constant. But what you can do is instantly create a new thought. And by simply creating a new thought, you will then start the domino effect to emotional energy that is powerful and free and liberating. You will now have the executional expertise, executional flow that you need to yield those optimal results. Next time you're faced with a situation, I want you to just stop. Pause for a minute and remember to steer clear. Because indeed, life is a highway. And along this journey, we're going to face many detours. Most of the time, these detours are going to be those situations that we have every single day. And while you can't change those situations, you can change those thoughts. So I want you to remember to dominate how you navigate by learning to steer clear, because you know why? Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long. Absolutely. You better believe it. Dominate how you navigate and learn how to steer clear. I'm Why Nelson Thomas. You ladies and gentlemen are magnificently sensational. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you as you travel on your path to greatness, dominating how you navigate.